All right, our offensive concept is based upon three different terminology categories. Terminology category 1 is your set. Okay, terminology category 1 is your set. The second is your on-ball action. And then the third is your off-ball. All right, and we've got a bunch of different sets, but for right now we're just going to talk about a 20 set. Okay, 20 set is a 2-2-2. Okay, our 30 set is a 1-3-2. All right, 40 is a 1-4-1. All right, 50 is a 2 behind, 3 across, 1 up top. That's the umbrella look with the midfielders. Our 60 set is a 3-3, and our 70 set is an open with 1 behind. Our 80 set, all right, would be a 2-2 wide. Okay, we're not really going to worry about the 60 and the 80. Those are more man-up sets for us. We are going to talk about the 70, the 50, and the 20 are what we're going to focus on. All right. So now, what's on ball and what's off ball? So your middies, okay, your action with the ball, all right, in a 20 set, say, is going to be your on-ball action. So we have an on-ball action when we like to call a follow, okay? On a follow, a middy's going to dodge, okay? This middy's going to follow, and this middy's going to fade. It's just simple triangle offense, okay? Now out of that dodge, we can bounce and pull, we can read our through pass. All right, we've got a couple different options of things we can do. Another example of a 3-man play, okay, that we can run would be a down screen, okay? In a down screen, we have a middy who's dodging, all right? Maybe he's getting pushed to get across the top. We would down screen here, okay? And it's just a little three-man play. All right, now, off-ball, what an off-ball play would be is when those middies are running their on-ball play, all right, the dodge point is here, all right? Those attackmen are now going to be the off-ball group. Middies have the ball, the attack doesn't have the ball. So while the middies are dodging, they're doing an on-ball play called a follow. All right, the off-ball group's going to do a rotation called a positive or a negative. All right, I'm going to show you the negative because we're probably going to use that more. But essentially, we would put our left-hander on the crease. Okay, and then what we would do is, as the middy drives, we would just negatively rotate the attack. All right, and this middy would be rotating out, maybe running their on-ball action, but the attack would just be rotating in a reverse triangle. Okay, and that's going to be our base offense. All right, a 20 follow, all right, negative. That's going to be essentially what our base offense is. Okay, now we can throw in a couple little wrinkles here. All right, here's the first wrinkle. All right, attackman, that's your lefty. All right, we can run a little mumbo. All right, and what we do out of our mumbo, we would just dodge this side. We'd have this attackman come in and mumbo screen the crease. All right, a mumbo screen for us is an adjacent to the dodger, screening the crease, and then get your lefty coming out here, and we get a nice time and room shot. So that would be a 20, and if we ran this off a follow, it'd be 20 follow, and that would be a mumbo. Okay. All right, now. What happens when the attack is the on-ball group? Okay, when the attack is the on-ball group, well, we're going to use, all right, we're going to use the same options for the attack. But one thing that I like to do is create space for my attack to dodge. And we've got 2-man game, and we'll just call it that if we want to have the attackmen work together and work off picks. Okay, so if we want to do 2-man, we'll just call it out as 2-man, and it's more of a deuces offense. These 2 attackmen behind. Okay. All right, the attackman and the middy on the crease and the middies up top all work together. Well, I like to run switches, okay, and if you watch Denver's offense, they do a lot of switches. They get a lot of credit for their off-ball play, but they do a lot of ball picking and they do a lot of switching off ball, and that's Syracuse does a lot of off-ball switches, and that creates a lot of movement. But essentially, if we wanted to isolate an attackman and he were to take the ball and to go to the cage, then we would just basically switch the off-ball group. Or the 2 off-ball attackmen, okay? So this on-ball play for the attack would be a switch. All right? That would be a switch, okay? The middies are the off-ball group now, and so the middies would be in a rotation where they would rotate, and this would be considered a negative rotation where they rotate away from the ball. The middies, if it's, can also run a switch. Okay? So that's essentially the idea and the concepts behind our offense, okay? It's going to be keep it very simple, all right, and just run out of that 20 set, all right? One more on-ball play for the middies, okay? We're just going to set up a pick, get the middie up top, all right? And we're going to come in, we're going to ball pick here for that midfielder, all right? This is going to be called, all right, this is going to be blackjack. All right, and essentially this ball carry dodger, he's a right-hander. We're going to set a pick for his left hand. We're never going to use the pick. Okay, you're never going to use the pick. You're just basically going to come up, you're going to set up off that pick, and then you're going to drive off that pick, and we're going to fade off the weak side. All right, what happens is this midfielder gets sucked up into the pick defensively, and he has to play that pick as if it's a potential switch. Okay, so as he starts to come, as you come up to set that pick, he could be looking to switch, and he gets caught up in that action. And so when you get off that blackjack, you're going to your strong hand, and you got a potential to shoot on the run. If they do slide from the crease, all right, you've got your fade look out the weak side. You can look direct because this flop midi is probably going to be up high. All right, so that's our blackjack look attack. You guys would be in your negative rotation. All right, dodge is coming down the side. The lefty comes out in front of the dodge, and the attack rotates their triangle the opposite way. All right, so that's essentially, you know, what we're going to be running. All right, now we do have one OB play, all right, and that's out of bounds, okay, and essentially what we're going to do in our out of bounds play, all right, we have an attackman inbound the ball, okay, we're going to stack our two attackmen on the crease. Middies, you're going to umbrella out into a 40 set, all right, and we're going to run a 40, all right, we're going to run a 40, okay, attack, stack. All right, and middies, you can be in a switch. So as this attackman, all right, sets himself up, remember first move always roll, second move is more aggressive. All right, we're basically going to just have the two attackmen in the crease. The righty's going to go hard to the right side, the lefty's going to come hard to the left side. All right, middies, if you guys can exchange, that'll give us a nice little action to keep these middies occupied, and that way if we do draw a slide, all right, and we've got a 2v1 inside here, and now our attackman just has to read that 2-on-1, and we got a nice place. So that's going to be our out of bounds play. All right, we're going to just call it OB, all right, and we're going to run that, okay, out of out of any inbounds off a shot, running a shot out attackman, just inbound the ball and go right into that attack stack. Okay, so. All right, so those are the offensive looks. Those are the things we're going to be working on Tuesday, okay? And we'll probably be looking at seeing what else we can try to put into it. But that's the basic gist of what we're going to be working on.